What's up, YouTube? PFL, and today we're doing a reaction to 10 top 10 most terrifying scenes in anime.
Oh yeah, I've been on the anime kick, man. I'm watching this movie. I'm in this anime now, The Rising of the Shield Hero, man. Real good stuff. You should check it out. Who hasn't seen it, you should get into this anime, man. It's good stuff out there. A little creepy,
Yes,
but
I've
good
seen
stuff.
some crazy stuff on some anime too, like real vulgar sometimes.
Oh man,
I
terrible.
didn't realize.
Horrible stuff on anime, but a lot of it I like.
I can tell.
Yeah, so let's check this out, man. I'm pretty sure this is gonna give you a smile, man. I know it, Jason. You like this stuff, right?
Might be your man.
I know it. Hope y'all in it, all through it. Here we go.
Is it safe to look yet?
Oh, this man on.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 terrifying scenes in anime.
Oh, little buzzards?
What's
going on? What? Hey, just a quick reminder, if you like this video, be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more great content
That's right,
every
smash
day.
that like button.
For this list, we'll
Move
be
for
looking at
JC.
the scenes in anime series and films that truly inspire fear. As such, be aware that some of these scenes are on the mature side, not to mention that there are spoilers aplenty.
Isn't that what you wanted, Doctor? That's what you said anyway.
Number 10, The Spider Woman, Wicked City.
I've
I
seen this
didn't know you were
clip
in such a
before.
hurry.
Really?
I hope you don't mind.
Fellas, you might want to look away now. In a world where demonic creatures from the black world live in secret among humans,
Isn't
it's
it?
not uncommon for some accidental
this is
interspecies
supposed to be
intercourse to take
terrifying.
place once in a
Oh,
while.
oh.
Unfortunately, one gentleman finds himself in said situation when a night of hanky-panky goes horribly awry, and his lady friend reveals herself to be part spider.
That was a close one, wasn't it?
Well, that's certainly one way to kill the mood.
Smash the thing off.
Number 9,
Oh,
Lucy's
wow.
Rampage, Elfin Lead.
I've seen a few clips of her. Like she just kills everybody. Whoa.
Lucy hasn't had
We
the
should watch
easiest
this,
life.
JC.
With a traumatic childhood filled with experimentation and imprisonment, you'd expect her to be just a bit angry.
What is she doing?
After escaping from her captivity, she tears apart guards, scientists, and
How?
anyone else who gets in her way. One person who gets a particularly tough break from her, though, is the Special Force soldier Bando. With her numerous vectors allowing her to slice through literally everything, you can expect the worst here.
Oh!
Oh, she is like.
Number 8, Street Kill,
Oh, wow.
Psychopaths.
Just slammed the head in the tail. You gone. You should
The
have been
terror in
running.
this particular scene has a duality to it that will not only spook you, but also leave you feeling kind of unnerved. In a dystopian future where every state of mind is monitored, much of the populace's humanity has been lost with it, evidenced when a masked killer beats a woman to death in the street in plain view of a large crowd. And
Whoa.
they do nothing
bro.
but watch.
Bam! Wham!
The brutality of the
What was
attack
this called
itself,
again?
mixed with the shocking nonchalant attitude of passersby, creates something truly harrowing to behold.
I detect that you are experiencing high level of stress. It is recommended that you seek
Happy face gonna make us smile.
What?
Watch him beat.
Mental health facility.
Number 7,
just looked
Nerve
up like-
gets tanged. The end of Evangelion.
Damn it.
It's fair to say that the ending of the original Neon Genesis Evangelion series was not to everyone's taste, which was why fans had such high hopes for this cinematic retelling of the conclusion of Shinji, Asuka, and Rei's story.
The Chamber of Guff is open. The door to both the beginning and the end of the world.
The result is certainly fitting of the Evangelion mythos, in that it's shocking, slightly confusing, and utterly apocalyptic. The most terrifying part of all? Oh, well, that's when all the characters you've grown to love get turned into orange goop.
Hikari, did you also finally get to see Yui again?
What?
Number 6, Mother and Son, Parasite.
Parasite.
Oh.
Alien infestations in anime can be hit or miss in terms of scare factor.
What's
The
going
parasites,
on?
however, more than earn their place as one of the creepiest and deadliest extraterrestrials to ever grace the small screen.
父さんあの男は
戻っていないのか。
Not only do they bring paranoia to the forefront by taking over the bodies of friends and
This
family
is,
members, but they
me and
also
Chris
have
were
the
talking about, wow,
nasty
this is
tendency
what
of
I'm talking
turning their
about. I
hosts
couldn't-
into living weapons.
I didn't wanna
Shinichi
watch,
discovers both of these aspects firsthand when he's confronted by his potentially
So creepy.
infected mother.
What's going on?
Yeah, these things is aliens
Number 5,
infecting.
Ren's
It's
torture,
creepy.
ReZero.
脳が震える。
Despite managing to bring himself back from the dead on multiple occasions, our unlucky protagonist Subaru cannot help but retain the mental scars he suffers from his various demises.
He
One of
just
the
fell
worst
off,
comes when he
brother?
encounters the Witch's Cult, who not only brutalized and imprisoned him, but tortured the adorable maid Rem to death as well.
Oh, you twisted him.
Seeing her die in a contorted state right before his eyes breaks what's left of Subaru's minds, and parts of ours too.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
Number 4, The Eclipse, Berserk.
Why? We don't belong here. We don't deserve this.
In a single haunting moment, the character of Griffith went from being a graceful and slightly dubious man of honor to one of the most heartless villains of all time. In exchange for being granted the chance to become one of the God Hand, Griffith chooses to sacrifice the entire band of the Hawk, where they are then systematically torn apart and devoured by an army of apostles.
Dang.
If the massacre of several hundred soldiers isn't enough to make you shudder, then what follows brings a whole different kind of horror.
Look at this. What the hell is...
Number 3, Hands-on Gambling, Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor.
指をなくす上に2000万も取られ
Oh, we on number 3.
残るのは借金と痛み壊滅的敗北
As is always the case with gambling, you win or you lose, plain and simple. Except in the case of Kaiji, losing sometimes equates giving an appendage or two.
1億圧倒的な金
To clear his debts, Kaiji agrees to enter a series of lethal games where he has a chance to win big. As you might expect, the tension in these scenarios is palpable, with Kaiji always just a slip away from losing everything. In this particular case, though, he
Oh,
does,
this is cool.
along with the majority of his fingers. Heck, everyone's luck runs out eventually.
つらない
Number 2,
This
knife
is
to the head,
cool.
Higurashi, when they cry.
Sorry, but I'm gonna have to turn you down on that offer. Find someone else to torture.
While, on the surface, this looks like your average anime about a group of innocent-looking girls and their everyday antics, it soon becomes very apparent that it's actually downright disturbing.
What did it in?
Needle?
Needle! From the murders to the various rewinding timelines, Shion, Rika, Rena, and the others go from adorable to monstrous in the blink of an eye. One particularly disturbing time was when Rika took her own life in the most unorthodox of manners.
Oh, Nick?
Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Was it really so much?
Yeah, I'm
to
watching
ask
this now.
me to
Future
spend
Diary. I'm
one
watching this
single
now.
day
She
in place
crazy.
with the man I love?
So about these diaries that you can tell. Everybody gets a cell phone and they tell the future in various ways. But the girl in this crazy. It's really good. It's pretty good.
Number 1, The Atomic Bomb, Barefoot Gen.
Oh, you gonna kill the baby. Blow all the skin.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow!
This film follows the life of a Japanese family following the unspeakable events of Hiroshima during the Second World War. And while their hardships truly break your heart, what leaves you breathless is watching the bomb drop on the city. Hiroshima and its people melt before your very eyes in excruciating detail, all while the sense of panic and hopelessness rages on. What's most frightening about this scene is not only the grisly visuals, but knowing it's actually a part of human history. Man, this got dark fast.
Yeah.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips for more.
Good stuff, man. I want to check out that Kaijin, man. It looks like he has to move something in order to gain something. I like it.
It's like a mix of Saw almost.
Yeah, yeah. I was reading this short story called the Monkey's Claw. It's about, I've been trying to get into horror. It's about this monkey's paw. Maybe it's monkey's paw. Monkey's claw. It's about this guy who gives his friend his monkey claw and it gives you 3 wishes. It grants you 3 wishes.
Okay.
But the guy's like, hey man, you need to be. He's like, man, I'm gonna burn this thing and throw it away. And dude's like, no, let me have it. I'm just gonna, summarize it a little bit. He's like, oh no, man, let me just throw it away. And he's like, no, have you got your 3 wishes? He said, yeah, I got my 3 and everything. I got my 3. He's like, okay, well, let me just have it. No, I'm gonna throw it. He's like, no, I'll take it. So he took it. He's like, all right, man, just be smart about your wishes.
Yeah.
And so the guy left the party. So dude was like, it ain't nothing. I'm just gonna do some ball. I wish for 200 pounds. He said 200 pounds. I wish for 200 pounds.
He gave him weight instead of the money.
Well, no, eventually nothing happened that day. The guy said it's usually it's just like a happenstance, just natural. So the next day comes, and this guy is outside the house. It was a woman, a mother, son, and a father. And the son went off to work this day, and the mother and father were at the house. And it was a guy outside just pacing in the back, and he eventually came to the house, and they were like, hey, sorry, but your son died.
Okay.
He fell in the machinery and died. You know what I'm saying? The guy, and I'm kind of, I'm just kind of,
Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes of it, and and this is really not good Cliff Notes. But the guy was like, hey, yeah, so we kind of feel like he was a great worker, and we feel responsible, well, not responsible, but we kind of feel like we should give him some kind of compensation. And the guy, the father was sitting there, they sitting there like he was really telling the story. They were like, oh, already in shock after they told him. And the dad got up and said, how much? And the guy said 200 pounds. I was like, dang, that was cool. That was a cool story, man. But anyway, y'all tell us what y'all thought about top 10 most terrifying scenes in anime in the comment section. And if it's your first time visit, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this wonderful channel out to the world. JC, you got anything for the good people?
After your story, I guess be careful what you wish for.
Be careful what you wish for, man. I thought about that, man. Like, okay, so, because you read the story, like, he asked the guy some questions, like, what happened to the last guy that had? He's like, what was his wish? He said his last wish, he asked to die. The last guy that had it. So that's why he's like, man, just throw this thing away. So I figured, like, if that actually happened, like somebody gave it to you, and you wish for 200 pounds and you found out your son died.
Somebody had to go for me to get it.
Yeah. So what would you do? Would you wish your son back, and then do you think your wife would leave? Well, see, I'm thinking if you wish your son back to life, then your wife is probably gonna die.
See, now you're making Pet Cemetery.
Yeah. So, but well, I was reading some Stephen King, and this kind of fell into this. So. But anyway, man, hey, thank y'all for watching, and until next time, peaces.